How are we all doing? Sorry about the slight delay. We are taking a look at the games. Give me a second. Wow. It's not easy. Okay, so this is the BCA Tertiary Team Chess Championships, and it's promising to be a very nice one. So for now, we are just going to drop into some of the games. I don't know everyone personally. What is up with my timers and everything? That's crazy. That's crazy. My timers are messed up. Okay, we'll have to do without them for now. But we are looking at Biney versus, Deniab versus Elite NYT. And yeah, we'll start from there. How are we all doing, by the way? What happened to my... That's actually very strange. That's actually very strange. Give me a second. Okay, we'll work on this later. Okay, give me a few seconds. I'll be right back. Sorry about this. Give me a few seconds. I'll be right back. Okay, I was trying to fix the what do you call it, the names, but for some reason the names aren't showing the way I edited it prior. So that's what I was trying to fix. But the show must go on. We'll do it in between rounds. So rather than just focus on it now, I'll do it in between rounds. But how are you guys doing? I see someone is supporting KNUST. Unfortunately, even though I'm supposed to be unbiased as a commentator, I am still UG all the way. So I just mentioned the names of the players, and yeah, that'll be it. I'll fix their names during the first break. So we are looking at quite a number of games here. Right now, we're looking at Denia versus Elite NYT. And we had a very interesting opening, and we are currently going into the middle game, end game aspect of things. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Feel free to let me know if there's anybody also interested in, but I'll try and take the games one at a time. Fortunately, it's 20+5, so it's going to be crazy. I don't know if we're going to do just one round today, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, so what we see here is that white has a very strong center. If I was to pick anyone in this position, I'm definitely just going to pick white. Black is struggling for air at the moment. White seems to be pushing all the envelopes. He has potential aggressive ideas, whilst black here is on the back foot. This is very understandable. If you could see the ratings, though they both have question marks, Denyab is 1900 and Elite NYT is 1500. Denyab is white. So it's very obvious to see why. Now he has to be very careful with how he continues his game plan here, because if you just keep matching the pawns without really consideration of what your opponent could do, he could find a way to chip away at these pawns. Currently, the way he can do it is with like a pawn push, but it doesn't work now, right? So it's going to be very difficult for him to progress. You can bring the rook in here. It's one of the ways you can try and work things out. But it's still up to him to decide what kind of plan he wants to go with. Let me do this. And we'll be jumping from game to game since it's quite a long time control. Great. Nice. Let me move this quickly. Okay. I want to take a look at Biney and let's see how he's doing. I want to see how Biney is doing. He's someone I think I've met. I want to see how he's doing in his game. A poll was done to see like who everybody was expecting to win. Most people were expecting Biney to win. And most people were expecting whatchamacallit. Most people were expecting what am I trying to say here? UG to win. Yeah. Most people were expecting UG to win. So that remains to be seen. Okay, not the same position as the previous one. It has kind of like similar features. With the other game, we have the 3 pawns and we have 2 pawns in the center. Here you can see a slight difference. There's an IQP here. There's an isolated queen's pawn in this position. And this is basically what you want to do. You want to prevent that pawn from moving by putting a piece in front of it. So this is a very good idea here. So in as much as white does have like some things going for him, black also is no slouch either. Anything could happen in any of these positions. This doesn't work. I mean, I think that's what he was trying to do. So the previous move was to bring the rook in. I don't know if he's planning a move like knight to e7. It doesn't work, but it's a funny move either ways. I'm looking for ways that black would want to try and get forward here. The knight coming in here, but to what purpose? Maybe coming in here, shifting ideas. If I'll give black any idea, it's to find a way to deal with the isolated queen's pawn and try and create an advantage on the queen side with the queen side pawns, because that's where he seems to have something going for him. So if he can find a way to deal with this, and it's easier to deal with this than it is to deal with it's easier to deal with this pawn because it can only be defended by pieces. It's easier to deal with this pawn than with other like pieces. Oh, I just realized I did not put Lee Chess in my title, so even though I'm streaming, no one will see that I'm actually streaming, which is the funny part of what's going on here. Oh well, my bad. Let me redo it. Allowing me to. Give me a second. Black is still really thinking here. He doesn't seem to know what he's supposed to do in this position, which is very understandable because it's not a very straightforward way to go. But okay, that's one way to go about it. But what stops? You could go rook takes. I was thinking about something crazy here, but that doesn't work as well. He quickly captured. I was kind of thinking against capturing, simply because once you capture with the queen, you can't bring the rook into like e1 to pressure the queen, and your king and your rook doesn't really have like forward momentum, right? If you were to even, let's say, attack the bishop can just hide back, and now your opponent has the ability to like go back this way and like stress you out there. Oh, what was I blabbering about? Yeah, the bishop was hanging and he missed it. Yeah, so I kind of did not think, I was not looking at the fact that the bishop was hanging. I was looking at simply the fact that um white would not want to do that immediately. That's kind of like what I was thinking about, but I was kind of wrong there. It even seemed to work out for him, so not a big deal. Who's playing right now? Yeah, Biney and Kingsley. There was something going wrong with my what do you call it? Something was going wrong with my overlays, so I just decided, let me just stream it, and we'll continue from there. Yeah, I'll have to re-edit that in. That's the problem. I was trying to do that, but it'll take me some time. But I'm doing it whilst we are streaming the game, so don't worry, the games will come in very soon. Benedict, it's good to see you. So currently, Black is in a losing position. White is definitely for choice here because he's a piece up. Blunder by Black was definitely a blunder by Black. So I'm working on the player names as the stream is going on, so don't worry, eventually you see them. Just give me some time to work on it. I don't know why they you start the stream and then it just starts messing with you for some reason. Okay, and I love what White is doing here. Now that White is up material, White is like, yeah, I'm going to just start trading off pieces. That's the plan now. Now that I'm up in material, I'm going to just start trading off pieces. That's exactly what's going to happen here. So now he's trying to, I appreciate, I mean, you don't want your team to lose. So it makes perfect sense that you wouldn't want to like trade off queens and everything. You still want to fight, right? Someone will be like, just resign. But in this kind of climate, you don't want to just resign. And who knows? If he can find a way to launch an attack against his opponent, maybe he could pressure him into giving up. But as it stands now, Black is definitely, White is definitely for choice. Let's jump on to another game. What? Nyamiba? This is not part of them. Let's look at Kyoka Suigetsu versus Random Noob. So Kyoka is black and then Random Noob is white. Kyoka is bottom. This one is white. Whoa, what is going on here? Wait, briefly before I continue on what I was doing. What? Okay, we had a King's Indian defense, but a very strange King's Indian defense. It's more like he was playing like a hippo or something. Yeah. Yeah, like, why would you do that to yourself? Kojoaka, welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't know if I sent you a message. I planned sending you a message that I wouldn't be streaming on Twitch for this. I planned to send you a message on what I don't know if I actually did. Today has been very hectic for me. Yeah, this is another one. Yeah. Material may be equal, but definitely white is for choice. White has so many things going for him. He can take here, but which I'm sure he did, yeah. So knight takes, he jumps in this way. This is not so like, I don't, okay, wait, it's a fork. Yeah, so regardless, you're just winning the rook. Yeah, this is just bad. Yeah, white is just winning. I want a game where like things are challenging. Yeah, I expect Random Noob to win this. Let's look at knife on f5. Yeah, I don't know if I did. If I didn't, then I forgot. But I planned to send you that because I know you know my like being on Twitch. Wait, what? I'm confused. We have a difference in material quality on this board, which is interesting. I'm actually interested in watching this game, though I do expect black to lose. Black has a question mark by their name. It could mean that they don't use Lee chess, or it could also mean that they are beginners. But I think to get into this position, he's not a beginner. The bishop here is bad. If this bishop can become a little bit lively, I may support black a little bit more. But as it stands now, my money is still on white. If this bishop can be free, he definitely has something going for him. Apart from that, this knight is stuck. So it's kind of like takes. Queen, rook takes, right? Pawn takes, rook takes. Then you can just simply come back. Okay, but that saves the knight, right? I guess. That saves the knight. This will be an interesting game. Let's stick on this for a while I also try and finish this one up. Oh, what is this? So rook takes. You have to play rook takes. I see what his problem is, but you just have to. You just have to. Bishop takes sounds sound, but it's not. Because after bishop takes, you simply have queen check and you take here, and now you are pinned, right? So you want to go rook takes. Beautiful. And now you have like other moves you can play here. Okay, the king just runs away. The knight can run this way. And now we can try and figure out how to free the. I mean, after the knight jumps in this way, you can go this way. Knight moves somewhere, then you can target to try and win this guy. And eventually, if you can get the bishop and the rook connected to this pawn, that is something that white can do in this position. Dr. Dranky entered chat. Welcome. Is that the Dr. Dranky? Because I've not seen you on the streams before, unless of course my memory serves me poorly. How you doing? It's going good. Right now we are doing so much. I'm editing the stream while the stream is going on. Who is playing though? Knife on f5 and Chopstick Mekazilla. I don't know them by name. That's the only disadvantage of this stream, is that I don't know them by name. Normally, I would know who is playing, but in this stream, unfortunately, I have no idea who is playing. Only disadvantage of this stream. The problem is that I did the whole setup already, but for some reason, the when I started the stream, the overlay I did just did not work. So I'm basically just setting it up as the stream is going on. It's called multitasking. What schools? I think knife on f5 is from UG. Let me confirm that. I think knife on f5 is on UG. And give me a second. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh. Okay. Sorry. Okay, knife on f5 is not from UG. Where is knife on f5? Knife on f5, knife on f5, knife on f5, knife on f5. Yes, knife on f5 is from University of Cape Coast, and he's playing Kelvin from Ashesi. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Don't worry, I'm almost done with the names. Do not fret. Decided on the nationals yet? Yeah, I won't be able to join. I mentioned that on stream some time ago. I won't be able to, unfortunately. So my current conversation with Philip is if I can find a place there to stream. Who is white? Knife on f5. Give me a second. Like I said, I'm just fixing this up. It's been pissing me off so far. Sorry for using that word. It's going to look very bad, but it's better than nothing. I think everybody prefers bad to not looking good. Okay. Sorry. You're also not playing? Oh, that's sad. I actually wish you would have been able to play. Okay, so the guy's not getting. Uh, would you really want to play bishop here? At this point, it's just looking ridiculous. Okay, okay, I can vibe with that. I can vibe with that. Um, I was more or less thinking about attack here. Then maybe we can find a way to maneuver ourselves to this side of the board. Something is better than nothing, right? Because the bishop is just bad. I would have preferred if he could have dealt with this pawn and keep the bishop on this pawn. That way it serves as something he can use in the future. But I do think black has a very decent chance in this game. Losing that pawn is going to be an issue, but it's better than nothing. So you can go bishop here with the idea of coming in this way. Then you bring your bishop down, your rook down, and you have a target. And that is what you need. You need to make your opponent start thinking, right? Knight here, you just simply go this way. That's what he wants to do. You do have to watch out because there are some instances where knight here targets this, and you don't want that to come as a surprise. You always want to keep your eye on that. Okay. Eh? Like I said, it's not gonna look nice. It's not gonna look nice at all. This is so sad. Uh-huh. Okay. Like I said, it's not gonna look nice. Oh boy. Okay, a second. Okay. Okay. What is this doing? What is this doing? It's okay. Yeah, it's better than nothing. I'll fix it after the stream. I don't know why it did that. The stream started and decides, you know what? I'm just not going to work. It's something that annoys me quite a lot. Anyways, let's jump on to some other games. Is there any team that you guys are interested in? Because me, I'm a UG person, right? I'm from UG, so I'm quick to jump to any UG. Okay, let's look for some new people. Mr. B. Do I have him followed? No. Let's look for mindset wins. Oh, mindset underscore wins. Wait, he's not playing? I thought he would be playing today. Danny XYZ. No, I've watched his games quite. I'm looking for someone I don't know. I don't know. Final Tragedy. That is Derek Beko. Final Tragedy. Tragedy. Wait, they are not online? Okay, that's crazy. Who else is here that I don't know? Bean Amwa. Let's see. I'm serious. There are none of them online. None of them are online. Okay, that's crazy. Are there any females playing? That would actually be interesting to see. Angel wins down with their game. Mostly don't really find the females playing a lot. Bolts. How are the games finishing so fast? Well, everybody I'm searching is either does not exist or does not. That's crazy. Okay, let's just look at the games that I have. Move on JB versus Barima Nakamura. So move on. JB is Bright Ayano from All Nations University versus Kofi Amo from KNUST. Okay, it's also almost over. 20 plus 5. How did 20 plus 5 end so quickly? How did 20 plus 5 end so quickly? We transform the, if we transform the position here, I don't think it favors if we transform the position here, I don't think it favors white. Is what I was trying to say. I should look for quick. I am inspired. Okay, I am inspired, bro. Hey, he has two accounts. I don't know which is which. One has no games. One has 73 games. We can briefly check at look at it. Did he play a game today? Oh, he did play a game today. Okay, let's see his game. Is it this? They have a different time control. They have a different time control. But this game ended. Inspired Bro won. Oh, he plays a Scandinavian? Okay, this is the Anglo-Scandinavian, which is not considered like to be good. The Anglo-Scandinavian is not considered to be good. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, from that point, you just take the bishop. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. Part of life. Takes bishop takes knight. Rook comes in. Kind of scary. You should figure out this move before you. Okay. His opponent is just trading, and the trades are just not helping him. Because now, yeah, this is just what happened. Okay, so that's how he won that one. Let's go to. No, it is not. What did I explain? Let's go back to random loop and see how they are doing. Okay, wait. What game was this? I feel like I've seen this position. Where were we in this position? Okay, no, I've not looked at the game itself. Ah, yeah, this is where the knight jumped in. Yeah. Wait, what? Did he blunder there? Wait, what? Okay. Yeah, so now we just play the move f3. Is there anything missing from playing f3? So f3, something moves. Let's say preferably the rook moves back. Takes, no, bishop takes does not work there. Yeah, so f3, we have 4 versus 3, so this move just works. But to be frank, this knight itself is trapped. So even if like white does play like f3, even if white plays f3, let's say rook goes back and you take, I think king here just wins the knight. Because this knight itself is trapped, right? Yeah. We can stick on this game since this game seems to be the last one. Not the last one standing, but the one with the most time remaining. We can stick with this game for a bit. But I also like to know where you guys are from, which team you are supporting, whether you are also participating like you are playing. Oh, that's actually interesting. So you don't want to, like anywhere you move. Okay, I wasn't calculating that far ahead. So then I guess the move has to be this. It has to be king to h2. Because if you go king to f1, he has knight check. And after the king moves, actually it's not that simple. Actually, it's not that simple. Yeah, because you have the knight check, king comes up. You can take with check, but then the king comes in here and then it's a problematic position. Actually, sorry, no, the bishop is defending, so the rook just goes back. Yeah, that makes sense. That's kind of like why I was preferring to move this way. And that's checkmate. Yeah, I'm not even calculating well here. Yeah, that's just checkmate. I saw that this move is just not advantageous. The best one would have simply been to go this way, and the check doesn't like that this thing. Again, he's just dead, right? He's just dead. But this just gives you like a chance. It's not allowing me. Analysis board is going to mess up the board, but let's just do it. Right? You go in here, he comes in here, you simply wow, I'm even okay, I'm blind today. Today I am blind. Everything is just a loss at that point. Yeah, so it wasn't a fork, it was a deception. Anyways. Who is this? Nope. We have Queasy Jr. versus Now L. Who are these? It seems like everybody's on this game. Everyone is on this game. Angel wins, Phoenix Prodigy, Lone King. Everyone is watching this game. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, but we have a clear problem here. Yeah, everything was mate. Everything is mate from that point on. Okay, obviously white is winning here. That's not the issue. The issue is rook comes back. It's not that. That's not the problem. The problem is just the rook. That's about. If you play bishop here, he promotes. If you take, he promotes. Knight takes. Doesn't stop anything. You just play pawn push. You play pawn push. Not even this one. You just go pawn push. Just make your opponent feel like he has wasted his time. You play pawn push. You promote. Bishop takes. Rook takes. Your opponent moves the king up. You use the rook to take the bishop. The king is never reaching this pawn, right? And that's just like the most insulting way of doing it. You're kind of letting your opponent know that no matter what he does, he's not getting away. But I can understand this. Not giving your opponent. He's winning regardless. He's winning regardless. I hope we get another. Give me a second. The game is practically over here. He's trying. I appreciate him trying, but I can't fathom a way in which white loses this unless he falls asleep at the board. Wicked people everywhere. Drunky, you know that. You know that. Especially at the university level, people don't just give you a win. You have to work for the win. They will torture you until you give up. That's how it is. I remember when I was in the University of Ghana, it was like that. It was that bloody. It was literally that bloody. In fact, I've been a participant of that. So, king this way. Black's best move is to resign. Yes, but as you know, he won't. There's also this mentality of I shouldn't be the last person, or like I shouldn't be the first person to lose. Of course, by now other games are done, but sometimes when you're playing a team, you don't want to be the first person to lose, and even when you are losing, you don't want to show that you are losing. It's one of the things that we did. You can just like even if you sacrifice these 2 pawns, like that's how funny the position is. Like even if you sacrifice these 2 pawns, you are still winning. At this point, even if you sacrifice the rook, you are still winning. At this point, even if you sacrifice the queen and the rook, you are still winning. Oh, I think that's what he's going. He's going to play rook takes. He's going to play rook takes. Just play rook takes. Why are you torturing yourself? Like, why are you torturing yourself? Oh no, no, don't do bad manners. Just resign. No bad manners. Just resign. Please just resign. No bad manners here. In case you don't know, it's bad manners to let your clock run when it's clear that you're losing. Yeah. Give me a second. Um, Give me a second, guys. but the game is over there. Is there any other games going on? But now the games are done. Jaffa is playing a game, but I don't think it's part of it. Yeah, people are playing games, but they are not part of it. People are playing games, but it's not part of it. Yeah, this is not an official game. Yeah, so I think the games are done. Yeah, I think the games are done. So, guys, I'm going to finish working on the numbers because I don't like the way it's showing. We'll be back when the next round begins. The next round will be starting very soon. So don't mind the timer. As soon as the next round starts, I will be live. I'm not even going offline. I'm just switching screens. Every school is playing today. Every school is playing today. How can you watch the games? If you're on the BCA platform, the links are put there. So basically, you have to know the players. You have to follow them so that when their game starts, you'll be aware of it. That's basically it. So since that's like a tedious work, and maybe you want to, if you want to just look at your team's games, you know your teammates, your school's chess players, you know their lead chess names. You can just follow them. But I'll be jumping from game to game, right? Maybe I'll jump from like 2 or 3 games per round, just so that we can get as many games as possible. So if you want to watch it on your own, that's how you do it. But if that sounds like a lot to you, then this is where you watch it. Maxwell contacted me to ensure that you guys can enjoy the games with some funny commentary and some conversations as well. So guys, I'll be back in a few minutes. Let me fix the way the names are appearing, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Okay, so a quick one. Yeah, so the games will continue tomorrow. It's just one round today, 2 rounds tomorrow, and then 2 rounds on Sunday. So guys, thank you so much for being around, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.